Hi there, I'm Jamie Dunbar, and welcome to our latest season of the Dunbar Dog Diaries, the new puppy next door. In the Dunbar Dog Diaries, we do real-time dog training and record it as it happens so that you, the viewer, can see what real-life dog training is like, where everything doesn't always go according to plan. In the past, we had our star Knox, who was a stray dog that Kelly found on the street and fostered while she tried to find her a new home. Kelly decided to train Knox and film the process in real time for others to learn from, and thus was born the Dunbar Dog Diaries. In the end, all the hard work paid off. Knox was adopted to a forever home, and you folks got to see the training process. If you want to watch the original videos, you can click on the link up here in the corner. However, in this new series, we are adding 3 new components to this formula. Number 1 is that we will be training a 9-week-old puppy named Daisy instead of an adult dog. Number 2 is that the training will not be done by a professional dog trainer. Instead, we have someone who is very familiar with the Dunbar methods, but not a professional or certified trainer. Number 3, at the end of each video session, Ian or Kelly, or both of them, will watch the same video you just watched and give feedback on everything they saw, so you will get to learn right alongside our novice trainer in real time from 2 of the world's most successful and accomplished puppy trainers. Speaking of which, we should probably introduce you to our novice trainer. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. That's right, it's me. All kidding aside, I wanted to do this because I know a lot about puppy training, since my dad, Dr. Ian Dunbar, literally wrote the book on reward-based puppy training. Actually, he wrote 2 of them. And he created the world's first off-leash puppy training and socialization classes over 30 years ago, popularizing the importance of early puppyhood training using science-based, fun and games, reward training methods. Since then, I've been learning about dog training in general, and puppy training in particular, from both Ian and Kelly for almost my entire life. However, I've never raised a puppy of my own, and I've never worked as a professional dog trainer. But recently, my neighbors decided to bring a new puppy into their family, and I thought this would be an amazing opportunity to take everything I know about puppy training and apply it to a real pup. I'm really excited because I know that there are going to be a lot of things that seem simple or easy in theory, but are much more complicated or difficult in real life. And I'm looking forward to finding out what those things are right in front of you. So, we hope you enjoy this series, and we appreciate you watching, and with that being said, let's get to training. Hi there, future Jamie here. Sorry for the interruption, but I just wanted to tell you about a special promotion we decided to create as we were editing these videos. To celebrate the launch of this new series, we are offering a 1-month free trial to our Top Dog Academy subscription. The Top Dog Academy gives you access to all of our online dog training content. That's literally hundreds of hours of dog training videos and seminars, as well as multiple ebooks and worksheets. And you'll also find all 24 episodes of this new series. If you don't want to join the Top Dog Academy, we'll continue to post new episodes here weekly over the next few months. But if you want to watch them all now, you can do so by joining the Top Dog Academy today. After the first free month, your subscription will automatically renew, but you can cancel anytime, including right after you sign up, so you don't have to worry about it later. If you're interested in joining the Top Dog Academy and getting your first month for free, simply click on the link in the description down below. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Hi everybody, I'm Jamie Dunbar, and I'm here today with Daisy. Could be Daisy Blueberry Blue. The name is still being finalized, but we're pretty sure that Daisy's going to be a part of it. Daisy is a puppy that my neighbors just brought home. They brought her home a few days ago, and we're going to be working with her and training her a little bit here in our training studio. This is her very first time here, so we're going to start with some very easy stuff. We're going to let her out and just let her explore the space. We'll, see if she's interested in our food treats and food lures, maybe get her interested in some toys. Today, it's all about getting her to be excited and happy, actually not excited, happy to settle down in her crate so that we can potty train her. So today is all about the crate and the potty training. Everything else is just kind of extra. Now, we just took her to the potty, so we know that we think that she's empty. With puppies, sometimes they save a little bit, but she went, she peed, we gave her some food treats, so now we're going to let her out inside here and do a little playing and training inside our studio. So, Daisy, you want to come out? You ready? I see that you're all cozied up in there, but you want to come out and say hi? You're so tiny, I know. Yes. Do you want a treat from Uncle Jamie? Let's see, what do you think? An exciting new place. Gonna stretch. Gonna explore. So we are starting in a pretty plain room without a lot of distractions in here. We really tried to puppy-proof this place, so there's nothing that she can get into in terms of getting into trouble. And I just want to get her comfortable taking food from my hand. I was talking with her owners this morning and explaining to them the real importance of not feeding her from a food bowl, because we want to use her food for training in the next few weeks, and there's a lot of training to be done. Daisy, come over here. Come here. Yeah. Good girl. What a nice come. You came all the way from over there. Yeah. Oh, what sweet little licks you've got. So yeah, I'm going to let her explore this little room. See if I can get her to come to me occasionally. Oh, now that's pretty cool. Do you like to go in there? We love it when you go in your crate. Here, let me take a piece of food and put it for you in there. Yeah, so we want Daisy to love going inside of her crate. That's the biggest thing we're going to be teaching her for the next few days, because if she will settle down in her crate, then, here, what about way back there? Then everything else is going to be so much easier. We're going to be able to toilet train her, and we're going to be able to keep her from getting into trouble. So I put a few pieces of kibble in there, and then she'll come back out. We'll say, okay, that's cool. Then we'll put a few more pieces of kibble in there again. She'll go back in. Hey, Daisy, look. Over here, look. I'm going to put these, in your crate. I wonder if you can see in that. I should maybe change the angle a little bit so you can maybe get a better view when she goes inside. As you can see, we've got a little puppy Kong in there. Something else we can use to help her enjoy spending time settling down alone is this puppy Kong. Oh yeah. Now, the neighbors told me that she was actually very chill on their drive home, and she's been very chill inside of her crate. So we got, I think, maybe a little bit lucky here with Daisy, that she seems to be a fan of her crate. Oh yeah, that's good. We love it when you go in there. There you go. Yeah, the crate's a good place. Good girl, yeah. We want to praise her when she's inside of her crate. We really want her to be happy in there. A lot of people make the mistake with the crate of thinking you put your puppy in the crate and then you walk away and you ignore them, but that couldn't be further from the truth. When your puppy's in their crate and they're happy, then you're happy, and you want to let them know. So, if they're in their crate, you should be praising and rewarding, especially if they're quiet and settled down. There you go. I'm just going to let Daisy explore a little bit for a little while. Are you interested in this? You want to see what I'm going to do with this, Daisy? Look, I got some food. Got some food. Oh, it goes in there. Oh, yeah, look at that. Let's see, maybe a few more pieces. Here you go, Daisy, look at this. Whoop. In it goes. What an interesting little thing we got going there. That's going to be your best friend eventually. We're going to use these chew toys to help us teach Daisy that the crate is a wonderful place. I'm going to move slowly here. I don't want to step on Daisy, and she's so little. Oh. How you doing? a little slippery here on the floor, huh? Now, part of the reason I'm talking is because you're here with me, but you know, I'd be talking to Daisy even if I was just alone with her. Because I want her to get familiar with my voice, and I want to be able to use my voice to help soothe her when she's in her crate. Now, initially, I'm letting her play with this chew toy out here, but pretty soon, the chew toy is going to be living. Oh, I thought I silenced that, but I guess I turned the silencer off. Now, with little puppies, you want them to spend almost all day in their crate. You want to let them take about hour-long naps inside their crate, and then you take them to the potty, see if they go pee or poop. If they do, that's the perfect time for a little play and training session just like this, because you know it's less likely that they're going to use the potty. They're going to have a mistake because they just went pee outside. But you want to keep these sessions short. Puppies don't. Oh, good job. Did you see that? Daisy was nosing her little chew toy around, and one of the pieces of food fell out. That's the amazing thing about this hollow chew toy. It's going to teach her that you play with this toy and food's going to come out. And so she's going to learn to love this toy. But as I was saying, you want her to spend most of her day inside the crate. Then we have these short little play sessions just for 10, 15 minutes. And then we want to go back in the crate and teach her to settle down. We want her to be taking naps and relaxing in the crate for most of the day. And so, on that note, hey Daisy, you gonna go check out our cameraman? No, come here. Here you go. Here's a piece of this. Woo. What do you think? Will you sit? You did sit. Good job. There you go. What are you down? Down? You know, at this point, this lure reward training, these positions, it's not very important. We got plenty of time to do this, but, you know, while I've got her attention, what do you think? What if I go like this? Down, almost, so close, so close. Hee. What if we go like this? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here. Oh, yeah, put it way there in the back. And we're gonna let Daisy take another little nap. Now, if Daisy starts to whimper and whine, that's okay. We're not gonna leave her. You know, she's a little baby puppy. It makes sense that she doesn't want to be alone. Our job is to help her feel comfortable being inside the crate. And so she's in the crate. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay right here with her and tell her everything's okay, especially if I can tell that she's distressed. You know, if she's whining and whimpering, it means she's not very happy. So I want to make sure that she's happy. So I'll stay here and I'll tell her, everything's okay. You don't have to worry. However, I don't want to reinforce her for whining and whimpering. And so if she settles down and lies down and she's quiet, I want to reinforce her even more. I want to praise, I want to reward. So you don't want to ignore the good behavior. When she's happy inside her crate, that's where you really want to praise. After a little while, she's going to settle down, and then I can stay here. I'll get my book, I'll get my computer, and I'll just sit here for, an hour. Speaking of that, let me set this timer for 1 hour so that I remember to take her to the potty in an hour. Boop! In 1 hour, timer go off, and we'll know it's potty time. Good girl, Daisy. Yeah, it's crate time. We're just gonna settle down. We're just gonna relax. You're such a brave girl. Yeah, I like how you're being quiet in there. That's so nice. You got your little chew toy. You can settle down and take a little nap. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. You're nice and safe. So yeah, you don't need to wait until your puppy is yawning or, falling asleep before you put them in the crate. In fact, the most important lesson you want to be teaching your puppy at this point is that when you go in the crate, that's the time to settle down. And puppies need a lot of sleep, 18 hours of sleep a day. And so You know, the best place for them to learn to sleep is in their crate. They learn to sleep in their crate, everything's gonna be so much easier. All right, well, thanks for watching me with this first day with Daisy. We'll be doing some more training today, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, so that was our very first training session with Daisy. We'll be doing more training with her today, but you'll see that training in another video. As you saw, in this first session, we focused on getting Daisy comfortable with me and taking food from my hand, spending time in her crate, and we introduced her to a chew toy filled with food. Now that you've seen me do it, let's see what our experts have to say.
Hello, puppy experts. Ian and Kelly, it's good to see you.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so now that you've watched the video, I'm curious, what do you two think? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What should I do differently? Kelly, let's start with, what did I do right?
You did plenty right. I really, really liked how you were, what would be the word? You were very gentle and slow with the puppy. That's not even really a good way to put it. But you let the puppy take her time and kind of wander around. There was not a lot of pressure on the puppy. You didn't have a lot of expectations, and you kind of followed her lead initially, which I thought was great. You noticed when she did something right. You encouraged her beautifully to make some good decisions. And I'm talking right at the very beginning, it was beautiful. I liked how you let her wander off. You didn't try to micromanage the baby puppy when she came out, and that when she wandered off screen, you let her do that, and then she comes back because you did a really good job of calling you puppy, puppy, puppy. She came right away, and you noticed the minute she decided to go walk back right into the crate on her own, and took advantage of that. So it was kind of puppy-led learning, if you will, and I think that it showed that the less pressure you put on the pup, the more you might get out of it at the beginning, and that not having expectations is a good thing. You did a good job.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Dad, anything else you want to you noticed that you liked the look of?
And lots. I mean, I really love the introduction. It was very, it was very well spoken and very funny. And I was starting to get nervous and sort of sitting on the edge of my seat and thinking, oh God, I hope this goes well. So I would actually like to ask you, how did you feel when you started training the puppy hands-on for the first time?
I definitely felt a little bit anxious. I feel like this is something I haven't done, and so doing it on camera for the first time was a little nerve-wracking. But like anything, do it a little bit, get more comfortable at it. And right, I think what kind of to what Kelly was saying, I felt like the first few sessions I didn't need to try and do much. Just kind of wanted to give the puppy a chance to take some food from my hand and get comfortable with me. So was low pressure on the pup, which made it low pressure on me. So I felt pretty good about that.
Well, I think you did accomplish a lot with the puppy. I loved the feel and the pace of it. There was no pressure on the pup at all, and you were very attentive in terms of praising what was good. As a trainer watching this, when the puppy wanders off, I'm thinking, oh, I hope there's nothing the puppy can grab. I hope there's no electrical cords, and because it'd be good if I think Jess followed the puppy so we can see what he's doing, so we can relax and we're safe. But no, I really liked it. I think the puppy learned a lot to go. Whenever you see a puppy walk in the crate on his own, that is just so cool, and doing it this young is wonderful. I do though think, oh boy, I think you got to have bit of a free ride with this puppy. I mean, this puppy was precious. When he starts off happily settled down in his crate. I mean, it's not the puppy I've got staying with me at the moment who is screaming his lungs out, but I think you'll have times like that, and then see how we calm the savage beast and give it confidence, but at the same time train it to settle down. So yeah, I feel like I'm a judge on America's Got Talent or something, or whatever those films are. And
10.
Yeah, I 2 thumbs up. Who's that? Siskel and Ebert, right? Yeah, 2 thumbs up for the first one.
Yeah, I mean, the puppy was very good, and I did obviously notice that she was already settling in her crate. Now, whether that's because it's already been a few days and you've worked on that, or whether she's just good at that, or whether the breeder worked on that. Sometimes you get that, sometimes you don't. However, I do believe, as Ian said, it's developmental. And I don't know what age the puppy you have is, Ian, but at 8, 9 weeks, they're pretty mellow and very sleepy. And at 12 weeks, the puppy might decide. So, actually, I want to say I had a friend over watching over my shoulder in the background. And she said, well, he's not doing anything. And I said, no, he is. He said, well, the puppy's already good in the crate. I said, he's getting the puppy acclimated to the crate. He said, but the puppy's doing fine in the crate. And I said, well, yeah, but you can't take that for granted. It's not always going to be that way. And puppies will learn that if you just shove them in the crate and leave them, that they don't like that. It's important to not take any time that the puppy is willing to go in the crate for granted, or any time that you're putting the crate away, not to do some kind of conditioning and training. That's exactly what you're doing. And I was perfect. So yeah, I think you
I
did a
do
great
think
job.
we lucked out with Daisy. It does seem like I've yet to really see her get super distressed in the crate. She's whimpered a little bit when she's, feeling more active, but apparently when they picked her up from the breeder and they drove her home, like that first car drive, she was chilling out in the little soft carrier in the dad's lap, and I was worried for them about that car ride. I got them a little bit worried about that car ride, and it seemed like it went pretty well.
I do think, though, again, it's developmental. This is this is an infant puppy,
Yeah.
right? Ian can speak more, address this more in a second, but at 12, it depends what age you get your puppy, right? And it does get harder every time they grow a week, right? A 12-week-old puppy might cry longer. A puppy that may, there's a lot of, there's personality, there's previous experience, there's age. So, she might be a super mellow puppy, or she might just not have woken up yet and just be completely sleepy baby.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think
I don't think you're going to get away scot-free.
All of this is in preparation for adolescence, and so many people take it for granted, say, oh no, the puppy's no problem with the crate, or he's overly friendly with people, he's overly confident. Yeah, but he won't be, when early adolescence sets in. But once you've got the schedule, that is one of the things that calms puppies. Kind of like the car ride. It cracked me up that you got everyone panicked about the car ride. I know a lot of puppy owners and parents that will put their critter or their baby in the car and drive it round the block, desperately trying to get it to fall asleep. Then they bring it indoors and it wakes up.
That's true.
That is a really good calming thing. The motion, the constant noise, and usually the closeness to people. Anyway, a good start, Jamie.
All right, well, let's move on then to the next stage. Was there things that you wish that I'd done differently? Anything you think I've made some, handling mistakes or stuff like that? Kelly, do you want to jump in first?
I don't really recall seeing anything that shocked me or surprised me or worried me. Studio, that there is an X pen set up in the front before the camera, I believe, so that the puppy can't wander off too far into the bowels of the studio. And so I know that you probably had that settled already. I don't know. I don't. Off the top of my head, let me think for a minute. I'm usually quite critical, so let me think about these things. Ian, what do you have? What would you have done differently?
Yeah, I can be critical, since we're criticizing Jamie, which is something we never get to do because he's usually so good at everything. And I think because you haven't been tested yet, we'll know much more how you deal with it when the puppy does complain or cry. And that's where, like, proactively, I would say communication really helps, guidance, and there are really good words to say to the puppy to practice now when he goes in the crate, to say, good puppy, sit, good puppy, then down, good dog. Because once you've got the puppy lying down, you have a shorter distance to go to being calm and asleep. So sit and down are wonderful guidance words that are helpful, as is shush. As soon as we get the vocalization in the crate, I would very quickly say, shush, shush, good puppy, and really concentrate on praising quietness as well as calmness. But I'm sure that as this little pup gets older.
because they're not. She's
Ego.
she's barely a toddler. She really is kind of
Yeah.
in an infant stage, and they can be easier for a toddler. So that will change. And you've got that crate that has the top that you can open too. So sometimes you can close the puppy in and then reach from the top and stroke them a little bit that way. That's kind of nice. And you don't, even if you don't say sitting down, which we're not teaching sitting down at that phase, but you can certainly lure it and say, lie down, good pup. I think Ian's talking about a more informal instruction than a formal, like, training session inside the little crate, I think. Um, my favorite thing that you said the whole time, I think you said, I don't know if I'm going to get it exactly right. Oh, you have such nice lips or something.
Yeah.
Lips.
I was trying to say licks, like licks.
Licks.
But
Oh,
yes, when I re-listened to it, I heard lips as well, which is a little weird.
That sounds more than a little weird. Yeah.
It made me laugh.
But
And then I
it's
was
true.
picturing
She
puppy
does
lips.
have nice lips.
Yeah.
That was cute. So good job. Well done.
Oh,
I
well,
think-
Welcome. You
Oh.
gotta need. I think you are getting off easy, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Although, no, this is not obviously a formal session. I looked on this more as, Jamie's like playing with the puppy and in the crate, out of the crate, look at this and look at that sort of thing. But I always like to try as much as I can out without telling the viewers what I'm doing. I would never say on camera, oh, let me see if I can get the puppy to sit. No, I wouldn't say that, but I would try it the first session, raise the hand up, raise it down, get the puppy to spin around, that you were manipulating the puppy's position in space really well. So I would try a few position changes because I know it helps so much when the puppy, does get upset in the crate or even when he's out of the crate or on leash, just very simple instructions like sit, down, shush. I mean, so I probably would do it, but I wouldn't formalize the process.
And I just think getting the puppy to eat out of your hand, which you viewed the very first time you presented a kibble or whatever you were feeding kibble to the puppy, she kind of ignored it for a second. And again, no pressure. And then she came and she ate it. And you're getting her used to the idea of hand feeding, going in and out of the crate, and then just following your hand and as a lure, are brilliant things to do. And so I think maybe what was nice, one of the nicest things for people to see about this was that it was, again, low to no pressure for the puppy, but how much is accomplished with so little. I think people try to do too much sometimes too soon and are missing these important little moments. I mean, giving the puppy kind of the sense of empowerment and exploration by letting her wander and decide to go and make some choices in the crate and come back out and go away from you a little bit and come back and hide and peek, as Ian says, is just you want to get off on the right foot. First impressions matter, and I think you did a good job. So.
And I think
Hey.
that just the taking the food from the hand, that is so important, because if a puppy will even sniff food in your hand and take it, number of things, training the puppy is going to be much easier. When a puppy doesn't take food from your hand, well, training is going to be, you got to now use your affect and your hands as lures, and that is much more difficult. Also, because a major reason for not taking food from your hand is they've never done it before, and it's a sign of lack of confidence. And when we look at different animals when we're training, say cats and dogs, I find 1 out of every 12 puppies in class won't take food from my hand as a stranger. So that's the first thing I got to teach him. So he's cool about taking full food from my hand. If we had an adult dog class, it'd probably be 7 out of 12 that take food from your hand, which means 5 out of 12 don't. If we talk about a cat, 11 out of 12 cats won't take food from your hand. And not only that, they'll look at you like you're trying to poison them. But as soon as you've trained a cat to take food from your hand and to follow it, a cat's just as easy to train as a dog. And then cats get educations too. I think at the moment we're very specious about which animals we educate, and puppies we think about it, but kittens never. We say, oh no, the cats. Yeah, but why don't you train them like an emergency recall to the house when a hawk's circling overhead or a dog has broken in or something like this? And so the taking of food from the hand is so important because of what it means and how it then makes training much, much easier.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, give me the feedback. This has been a huge relief. Definitely a little anxious about sharing this, but this has been a lot of fun, and we'll do it again soon. So
Yes, congratulations.
thank you very much. I learned it all from you
Bye-bye.
two. So
Aw.
all right, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so I think that went pretty well. Whew, I'm not gonna lie, I feel relieved. I'm sure that as we progress, they will have more criticism for me to incorporate, but at least for this video, they mostly had a lot of nice, positive things to say, so let's get back to working with Daisy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in video 2 of day 1. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about dog training and behavior, make sure you visit dunbaracademy.com to check out our selection of courses, many of which are completely free. If you'd rather watch more of our videos here on YouTube, just click the links to the right, and if you want to follow us on social media, everything you need is directly below. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications.